Alright, welcome to another video. We got the AE86 right here. I got a lot of things done and I haven't recorded much because I just yeah, you guys know, last video found out I had to pull the engine. Well, earlier this week we completely pulled the engine, re-gasketed the rear main seal and that back water neck, so everything isn't leaking anymore. We got the radiator in here full of water. Should be bled, but it might not be fully bled, but we're gonna go on a test drive soon, so I'm very excited. We bust down on a real quick alignment and we got the hood on and it latches, so we are going on our first voyage with the new motor. And the last thing we need is a shift knob, so got the shift knob right here. I just cleaned it off. It was covered in what I think was black mold, but just poured in fluid into the trans and we are ready to rock, baby. Throw the shift knob down here. I got the boot and everything there, but like I said, we're just going on a test drive, so let's go. Neutral, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse, mint. Next thing, we just gotta pop the hood on the Focus, pop the hood on this thing, bust out the jumper cables, get her started. I got her running somewhat good. It sounded like the timing was off. I messed with it a little bit. Sounds a lot better. All right, Magnus is gonna do the honors. It runs a lot better when we fix the vacuum leak and the timing, so let's go, baby. There we go. She sounds great. Might need a little bit of work, but this is also super cold. I bet you this engine hasn't ran in years. Sounds great. She's somewhat warm. Getting the windshield wiped a little bit. This thing is crazy. I'm happy everything works, like the RPMs work. It's revving a little high, but we can adjust that later. Yeah. First test drive. I am excited. Are you excited?
Oh yeah.
Look at him, he's wiping my window. This is my first time ever driving an AE86, ever. He never let me drive it.
Hey, you didn't ask.
Yeah, I didn't. That's true. I never asked. All right. It seems like it's going in gear. Check it. Oh, wait, pump it a little bit. Oh, it's not going in gear now. Oh, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. All right, you gotta hold that. This thing have a seatbelt?
Oh yeah. Maybe the throttle body got stuck.
Yeah, oh shit. You can't see nothing, but that was really successful. We are going to be driving this thing home tonight, and then we are going to come over tomorrow and pick up the Focus. So we're gonna try to make it home. We went on that test drive. It spiked rev limiter for a little bit, but then I tightened up the throttle cable. My bad, big mistake, but that's why we go on test drive. So now we're gonna try to make it home on the back roads, and then we got jumper cables just in case we break down. We can call it home here or something. So hopefully it starts. We went on a long enough drive, but it might not. Woo! We're back at my house. Finally, we made it home. So last night we drove the car about 30 minutes all the way from Magnus's in Salmon Creek down to my house. We took all back roads, and she runs completely mint. The one thing I was concerned about was the radiator, just the cooling system. I thought I didn't bleed it correctly, but I got home, let it cool down, and I popped open the radiator and it was full of water, so we're good on that. For the engine, everything is pretty much done. I don't see anything I have to do. On the transmission, I have to do the slave cylinder because it takes a couple pumps for it to go into first gear or any other gear, and I'm sure with a fresh slave cylinder that'll be really good. Also with the gas pedal, if you guys remember last night, my gas pedal got completely stuck, and that's why it sounded like I was doing a pull, but really the gas pedal got stuck. And if you can see right here, this was loose. I explained it, but this was loose. And this right here is super smooth. And when you're revving it just by the throttle body, it's like womp womp, womp womp, womp womp, womp womp, womp. But in the car, the gas pedal is super notchy. So as soon as you click it down, it's like there's clicks. It's like click, 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 click. And when you let go, it like takes a second to spring back. So I got some WD-40. I sprayed it on the gas pedal down there, and hopefully that fixed it a little bit. I honestly don't know what I was spraying. I was kind of just spraying everything down there, so I should probably figure, yeah, exactly what I'm spraying. We got the boy here eating his eggs. Show him, McQueen. Can you tell him? Say McQueen.
McQueen.
Oh, you got some boogies on your nose. Oh, boogie, 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 boogie. Super happy on the alignment. The alignment was completely done by our eyes, and it was pretty much perfect. Like, I was going 60 miles an hour, and there was no wiggle or anything. Last night I got convinced to try to do a donut outside of Magnus's dad's, but I'll put the clip in here. Don't judge me, because it is an open diff, and I just watch the video.
All right, yeah, rip it.
I guess for now I can start getting everything to be wrapped, so I'm going to start that off with taking out these rear lights and then come along to the front. I definitely want to take off the door handles before I do the door. Might not do that right now just because I'm going to be getting inside and out of the car. Definitely these front corner lights, taking this off will make it a lot easier to wrap and get all the way up in there and stuff. These front headlight covers. Got all those little pieces off besides the door handle, and what I wanted to do is check the oil before I end this video out. I wanted to see where the oil level is. You guys know I have this oil cooler. I got it mounted in a way better spot than it was after I pulled the engine for the second time, but there it is, mounted all correctly, and I had to compensate for the extra oil. I just put in 1/4 of a quart, maybe more, maybe less. I'm gonna check it right now and make sure I didn't mess anything up, so I'm gonna set the camera up. Let's check. My guess is it should be good. I don't know. Okay, perfect. Perfectly full on the oil. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Pull the engine and put it back in after regasketing the rear main and the rear main housing, and then also getting that back piece, the water outlet, all figured it out. It was leaking water, and the bolt hole was stripped, which is the reason I pulled the whole engine, because I thought I had to re-tap it, but it turns out I just ended up getting some longer bolts so that it had more to grab in. So I tried that and it worked good. So technically I didn't need to pull the motor, but I needed to do the rear main anyways. And you probably can't see nothing under here, but there's some water from it raining, dripping, but there's no oil or coolant coming out, which is awesome. So the video definitely would have been longer if I would have filmed that whole process, but I was just like, I just needed it done, so didn't film anything. So yeah, I don't want to bore you guys with all the sanding, so I'm gonna bust down on this sanding, get all this all nice and ready for the wrap, and then hopefully the next video will be me wrapping this car in the metallic red. I'm gonna peace out on the peace out tonight for this video, and yeah, we're gonna get wrapping to this very, very soon. I'm super excited. Peace out, have a good night. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Thumbs up.